Hello again. Today let's draw a little hummingbird. It's made up of straight lines and curves. And as we do these directed drawing exercises, I want you to know that we're all doing essentially the same drawing, but we have different interpretations because each of you is a unique artist and have a way of seeing things, which is just wonderful. And some of you will decide to draw with your Sharpie and use marker and watercolors, or you may want to draw with your oil pastels or crayons and create that wonderful crayon resist look. Okay, let's give it a try. You'll need a piece of paper on a vertical orientation, your Sharpie for drawing, and any of your art supplies. And as I said, if you want to draw with your oil pastels and then use watercolor over it to create crayon resist, that would be wonderful too. It's your choice. Okay, let's start drawing. Now in this directed drawing exercise, I thought I'd show you the main drawing before we started so you get a sense of what the whole picture is going to look like. We're going to start our first line up here as the top part of his wing and then his shoulder or neck, okay? We'll start there so you get a sense of where the bird's sitting on the page. We'll add a border and flowers. Okay, let's try it. At the top part of your vertically oriented paper, we're going to do the top part of his wing. It's not off the page, but it's just about center top half. There's a curve, and then here's a curve for his neck or body. And remember, they're all going to look different from one another, and that's just to be expected because we're all different artists in our own right. Okay, then here's the head. And let's put the eye in there. That'll help you center this. I'm going to add a dot and a circle around that. Looks weird, doesn't it? Then long skinny beak that almost goes to the edge of the page. Remember, when we go too fast, just pause your video and then pick it up again. This curves towards the center, and then I'm going to meet that top line that we started with another curve. All right. Now, continue this curve. We're going to do his body, just sort of egg-shaped. Go right up to that point. Easy peasy. Now, at the top of that first wing that we drew, do a couple of curves. These are the feathers. It's a designery type hummingbird. All right. And then the top wing, curve up to the top of the page, curve down, and then same thing, a wavy feathers. And then from here, I'm going to come off this tail here, off the egg-shaped body, and make his tail. And then I'm going to start here and meet the edge of that tail right here. Okay, it gives you a little bit of a different shape to color in. All right, that's all of the bird. Now we're going to add the border. So remember what we said before, anything you've already drawn, just skip over. I'm going to meet his beak, and I go skip, 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 skip over the beak, go all the way down, because I want to add flowers inside the border. You could do a pattern or anything you like on the outside of the border, but I'm just going to give you the flowers for now because he's eating them. All right? So this is sort of a U. And then you're going to do a curve towards the center, and then an upside down V. Now watch how I do this stem and leaf. It's kind of different. I start down, and notice it's not in the center of the flower. It's just to the right of that center. And then I'm going to go out with my leaf, keep that open right there, and then go down. I'm going to do another leaf, and down. Looks funny, doesn't it? Because we haven't done the other side. So then you pick up the other side, and they can be at the same level as the other leaves, but they don't have to be. That's kind of a fat stem. But you know, oh well. And here's my antenna, which I like that. Now I'm going to do another flower just for fun. Curve. And then we have two curves going towards the center, and then an upside down V. Now I'm going to do this a little bit more carefully. Remember, all these drawings are just fine. Doesn't matter how misshapen, that's just what we do as artists. I have to do my antenna. It's going to run into his body, so I won't do the back of that. If you have room for another flower here, that's fine. Now, if you like, you can put a horizon line, or you can do mountains, whatever you like. You don't have to put a horizon line. I tend to like little dots. And you can do this with a colored pen too. All right, that's all there is for the painting. Okay, now I'll show you some more examples again, and you can decide how you want to color this, okay? Now remember, this one was done with crayon resist and watercolor, and they added a nice sun. And this is, I think, marker and watercolor. Wonderful shapes and colors. I love this one. Lots of shapes and colors. Marker and watercolor. And this is the one we started with at the very, very beginning. And I just wanted to show you, I'm disappointed in my curve of my wing, which I didn't do very well. But you know what? You can do it over and over and over again. All right? Okay, you guys, now you try it. Bye.